What's going on, everyone? So, if you follow me, then you know I've been a little absent on YouTube. It's been about a month and a half. I am trying to get this video out today, which it is actually Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving. You know, hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving with your family. If you don't celebrate it, hopefully you had a good day. A lot of stuff going on, not only in the shop, just personal too. I've been sick. We've had some family members have been sick. You know, it's that time of the year where people are going to get colds or, you know, the flu. I will also add, it's my bad time right now. Seasonal depression is a real thing. This is when, holidays are very hard for me. I lost my father roughly about 5 or 6 years ago. I was super close to him. I try not to remember that exact date. So when I say 5 or 6 years ago, people could be questioning, well, you don't know the exact year. I don't. It's not something that I want to remember. Besides that, I will say if anybody else is struggling, before I went on my little month and a half hiatus, I was pushing men's mental health, and I still am going to. If it's something that you struggle with, reach out for help. And just remember, there's people that do care about you, no matter how bad you feel. I've been there. Trust me, I have. With that being said, I got some old clips that I'm going to upload here. The first portion is going to be an air ride Civic. We did another one. The first one we did wasn't a Civic, but another air ride setup that we did. And then the second portion is going to be me licensing a vehicle with ktuner. Down below in the actual info bar or whatever, I will have a link to explaining the actual what a Honda or ktuner license is to help save you money. Besides that, I want to thank everybody that has reached out to me. I had, and if they're watching, they know exactly who they are. I had a father and son come in yesterday, and I was talking to them, and it just kind of lit that spark underneath me again to push a video out. Short story, I went to shake the father's hand, and, I introduced myself, and he was just kind of staring at me. And then he told me he watched me on YouTube and all my videos, and it just, it kind of hit me what that people actually do watch me. They find this entertaining. I do try to educate people, and I appreciate everyone. I really do. And this is, hopefully I can keep pushing content out to you guys. I got a little thing that, well, at least in my mind, that I'm going to try a little bit differently. I think I'm excited for it, at least, give me some feedback. And I guess enjoy the clip. I'm looking at my time right now. We're about 2 minutes and 44 seconds into it. Comment down below, share it up. It helps the channel. Any little comment does help. It helps with the algorithm. I will say, if you celebrate Thanksgiving, what's one of your favorite dishes? What's one of your favorite foods? So we got a lot of stuff. My mom has been cooking some stuff. We got a lot of stuff too that we buy and we heat up in a sense. So we're not a big turkey family. Never have been. But I'm excited to be with family. So appreciate everybody. Hopefully you guys had a good day. Thank you. So we just finished up with another air ride install on this Civic. And I'm going to get the outside of it more so because I don't know if this rain is going to hold off. And I'm going to have to pull it inside so I don't get drenched. So as you can tell, it is raining. Everything ran inside just like the other one. So if you didn't watch our last video, and I don't have the key, so I will be back to grab that. But if you didn't watch our last air ride video, I'll shoot the link down below. You can watch it. Give me 1 second. Let me go grab the keys. So I have the key now, and we can get inside. What I was saying beforehand, if you didn't watch our last air ride video, the link is down below. We explained to the customer that if this is a daily driver that you're going to see, it's going to see winter, it's going to see snow, it's better off putting everything inside instead of underneath the car, so it's not exposed to the elements. So everything is ran. You can't see anything. You can open the back door. He does have some stuff in here. I believe a lot of the stuff was in the trunk. So we have everything hidden. We want it to look completely stock, and we'll go in the trunk area. Another thing we are taking in consideration is people do want to use their trunk at times, especially if it's a daily. How we have it all laid out right now is you can still get your spare tire out. So if anything were to happen, he needs to change it, he can still do so. It's nicely done. Stuff is tucked away nicely. Now, if it was a complete show car, different story, because you don't really have to worry too much about a spare tire. Some show cars don't even get driven to the actual show. So this is what we were going for, keeping in mind functionality. And, you know, there's some people every now and then, well, when am I going to need a spare tire? You're going to need it at the worst possible time, because that's how life works. So you can see everything is laid out. And I will say on this kit, those lines were a lot bigger than the other ones, so it was a little bit fun trying to route those as opposed to the other ones that were a little bit smaller. We did have to take out the heater core to get stuff through the firewall, so we didn't have to make any holes that are noticeable. And you can see with the hood open, really the only noticeable thing that you have is you have a red wire right there, which is if you wanted to turn it black or cover it up, you can do so. You do have, if you look right back here, there is one airline, which the same thing. If you're trying not to, if you wanted to be completely sleeperish and pop your hood and nobody were to know, which I don't know why you would want to do on an air ride setup, I don't know. But you can cover that up if you wanted to. You can, you know, probably even get some like black hose, make it look more OEM style. But, you know, there's no crazy airlines that are ran where you can see them and going everywhere. So nice clean install. And I'm gonna go inside really quick. I'll show you guys the controller setup and go from there. So we have this controller ran inside the center portion. That way, if he wanted to tuck it away, close everything up, or make it all neat inside, he's got some other stuff going on, he can do so. If he wanted to run it and just keep it like up here too, he can also do so. This one has a digital type readout. The other one that we did the video on did not have that. I don't want to be pressing any buttons here, so I will go get my assistant and I'll get outside. And you saw when it was low and whatnot, but let's get some more video. So I myself am not super familiar with this controller, so I just did ask the tech to give me a real quick rundown. So these three buttons right here are going to be the presets. So you have your max ride height, your normal ride height, and then the lowest. You can also adjust each corner if you'd like to. And then there's also a phone app as well. So let me go get my assistant so I can go outside, and we'll show you the max, the normal ride height, and then the lowest it can go. So I have my assistant in there, and right now we got the max ride height. I just went in there and I pressed it, so we already got the max ride height. I told him I would point, and he's probably getting thrown off now because I'm pointing at the car, but I'm going to tell him to go at the normal ride height. Okay, so that's the normal ride height, a little bit lower. And then if you go with the super low, it's going to air all the way down, and then you got that as well. So, and I'm going to let him get out of here now so he can go back to work. So that's it. What I do want to make a mention though of is the presets. So you saw when we hit the normal ride height, if you wanted that even higher or lower for the preset, that all can be adjusted and changed. We gave him back his literature so he can read that and he can mess around with it if he likes. There's also a phone app that I haven't showed you guys, but he can download the phone app and he can toy around with it, mess around with it a little bit. And of course, during the whole process, if he's got questions, we're always here for him to help him out. And the only thing really left right now is to call the customer up and have him pick it up and show him everything. So in this next little clip here, as I think I said it in the intro, I can't remember the intro, I had some stuff on my mind that I wanted to get out and whatnot. But in this small little clip here, it's just showing people how I license a vehicle with ktuner, and or if I had Honda, it would be the same deal. Down below in the link, as I said earlier, that will explain the actual licensing and whatnot. But a lot of people don't still like kind of understand it. We still get a ton of questions. You know, what does Honda actually do? What does ktuner actually do? And I actually wanted to showcase this little video so you guys can see how, you know, I install the license on the computer with my dealer hardware, and then I can tune it. So you save a little bit of money. I speak about that in the video, this next segment. So hopefully you guys like it. And like I said earlier in the video, comment down below. Thanks a lot, everybody. So we have this Accord up on the dyno, non-turbo. And I'm going to show you guys really quick. I've done other videos too on this, and I will link down below. So if you go down below here, I want to show you guys really quick though how I can license your vehicle with ktuner or Honda. So I have my dealer ktuner hardware. I'm going to plug it in, and I'm going to show you what it does when I plug it in. Now this, because it's a dealer, I have the ability where I can license your vehicle, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I will say this. I was talking to a buddy of mine who is not into cars at all. He's into video games, and I was trying to explain this to him the one day, and he said, so it's basically like buying a digital copy of a game where you just download it and you're not getting the actual game copy. Pretty much it. You're going to save a little bit of money because you're not actually getting the hardware. You're not getting this device. So there's that extra cost when you buy the device. I explain why in my other video. So this is just me showing you guys how I license it. If you're interested in it, because I don't want to take up too much time here, click the other link and watch the other video, because I do explain that a little bit more on, you know, if you're on the fence of, well, should I go with the license? Should I go with the device and all that stuff? So let me plug this in really quick. So I'm covering up the VIN number. What's listed underneath my finger is his VIN number and the actual software that's on the ECU. And it's basically just asking me if I want to license it. And I'm going to click check. So I got to do that 1 second and take my finger off. So give me a second here. This is also a good time to point out that whenever I do these videos and I show my laptop, always reminds me that I have to clean my screen. And once the vehicle is licensed, I can upload a tune and tune it. That's it. I mean, it's really that simple. There's nothing else, you know, around it. There's nothing behind it. Click the box, license the computer, start tuning. So if you're looking to save a little bit of money, you might want to look into this option. Of course, if you got questions, you can always reach out to us.